Hello, I hope you're having a fantastic day. Thank you so much for joining me for my Try It Out Tuesday series. Today I'm using this Hero Arts Happy Stamp and Cut set. I thought it'd be fun to make a card using that happy die. And then I'm also going to be using some blue card base, with a piece of coordinating cardstock, white cardstock, a piece of acetate, and then 2 stitch rectangle dies. And these are slightly smaller than a standard size card. I'm going to create a frame using those. I'm using a sentiment stitch die, some sequins, VersaFine, and then some clear embossing powder. So those are the ingredients that I'm going to be using to create my card today. And so we're going to jump in and get started. I'm taking the white cardstock here, and I am going to cut that happy out 10 times. And I actually didn't need 10 happies. Well, everybody could use a little more happy, right? I only needed 9. So if you wanted to create a card like this, if you have the die set, then 9 is what you'll need. I did cut out a happy with blue and black cardstock, but I ended up not using those, so we don't need those. Now I'm choosing the sentiment that says "You make me so," and then we have a whole lot of happy, so I'm just going to use some VersaFine and clear embossing powder, and I'm going to go ahead and heat set that first part of the sentiment. So it says "You make me so." And then using my sentiment stitch sentiment die, I just cut that out, and I wasn't worried about the end because we're going to end up trimming that off. Now here's my acetate. I just have a piece of tissue behind it. That's how they came, and it's easier for me to cut with it that way. But I'm taking the larger rectangle die, and I cut out a piece of that acetate. And then I'm going to use the white cardstock and cut out a real thin frame with those 2 dies, and then I also cut out a backing piece using the larger die also. Okay, today's card we're going to be working on the acetate. I thought it'd be fun to build a background on top of the acetate, just something different, and I just thought this card turned out so fun. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to take this happy, and this is Tombow Mono Multi Glue. I just put it in these precision bottles because the tips on them are really fine, and I handle them really well this way. So that's the glue I'm using. And then starting at the top, I'm just going to place my happy all over this acetate sheet, trying not to have any open spots whenever I adhere this to the acetate. Now if you have a Xyron machine, this card is bring it out, because this would be perfect for that. I don't have one of those machines, so glue worked just fine for me. Now that I have most of my happies on there, I have a few open spots, so the parts that I trimmed off I'm going to use to fill in those open spaces on that acetate sheet here. And we're just about finished, and I'm just going to trim off the little excess here. And I was excited the way this turned out. I thought it turned out so neat looking. It's a whole lot of happy. Lovely. Now the glue was a little bit wet, so I'm just using my block to help hold it down. And then I'm going to take my frame, and I'm going to use some score tape, only because it was the perfect size for the outside of the frame. You could use glue for this part too. And then I'm just going to place that frame on the edge of my acetate sheet, just to give it a clean finished look. Love that. Turned out so neat. There was a little bit of glue that kind of oozed out, so I'm cleaning it up with a baby wipe. Okay, I'm going to flip that over, and then I'm going to take some of my foam tape, and I am going to be creating a shaker. So I'm going to go around the entire edge of this panel here. Lovely. I'm going to tell you a little bit about this tape later on, where you can get it. Love this tape. Okay, I'm taking my back panel for the shaker, and then I'm taking some of that Tombow Mono Multi Glue, and I'm just dotting it everywhere. Now what this is going to do is when I add the sequins on top, the sequins are going to stick to those spots. Since this is a full-sized shaker, all of the sequins would have dropped to the bottom. And I wanted, since it is a white background, I wanted to have some color up there on top. So this is a great way to fix that. So the sequins will stick to the glue dots that I created there. Okay, I'm just going to take my top piece and place it right on top. Lovely. And I just think this turned out so neat. And the neat thing about this too is you can use any die that you have. If you have a birthday die, a thank you die, it works the same way. So I hope this gives you some great ideas. I'm just using my tape runner and I'm going to adhere that directly to my card base. Lovely. And the nice thing about this design too is you can use any color of cardstock that you would like. I'm going to just attach my sentiment, and that's it for that card. I love the way this turned out. Now I did make another card. I used made another card using pink cardstock, and for the other card I used the happy, and I didn't use the happy on this one because it just drowned out with the sequins. But this one, I think it turned out really cute too. And that just shows the colored cardstock in the background. Okay, now I wanted to show you my fun find. Now, whenever I find a fun find, I want to share it because I think it's such a great idea. Now, one of our fellow crafters, her name is Sharon. Hi, Sharon. Thank you so much for this. I love these. Okay, these are from Create and Craft, and they are craft runners, and they are great. I love the shape of them, and I love how they work. They're semi-removable, so if you adhere something and then you want to use your finger to remove that adhesive, it comes right up. You get 6, well right now I got mine 6 for $5, which equals about 83 cents each, which is a great deal. And then this is the great one. I found this at Craft and Create, and this is 3D shaker foam. Now you get 12 rolls in the package. Each of these rolls are 5 meters long and 2 millimeters wide, so it's pretty thin stuff, but it's the perfect thickness. Love this. Like I said, each roll is 5 meters, which equals about a little over 16 feet per roll, and you get 12 of them. The price point on here was $16.99, which averages about $1.42 for each roll, which I thought was a great value. So I'm going to leave the links below in the description area to where you can check it out. And then as I was browsing at Create and Craft, I found these little packages were $5 each, and they're called adhesive essentials. The little adhesive essential kits. Well, you get 5 of these itty bitty teeny tiny dimensional adhesives. I'm sure I'll find use for them sometime, but I'll probably have these for a very long time. You see how itty bitty they are? But they're great to have on hand for small areas. So you get 5 sheets of that, and then this little essential kit comes with this glue. Now the glue works well, but the bottle was really kind of a little funky for me. So I mean, it was hard to squeeze, and then the tip said precision, but it really wasn't a very precision tip. But if I do use the glue, I'll probably put it in a smaller precision bottle of my own. But glue is great to have on hand. We can always use more glue, right? Okay, but what I liked about this was these strips. These are foam strips, and you get 5 sheets of them, and you get some super thin ones. These strips were even smaller than the roll, which was so nice. Love that. And then you get on the same sheet a little bit wider strip, and the wider ones are a little bit wider than the roll. So they tear pretty easy, but I mean, I would suggest using scissors because it did stretch a little bit. But for this little kit, it was only $5. So that was a fun find for me too. So you got the tape runner, you got the little kit, and then you have the little shaker foam strip roll from Create and Craft. I'll leave all, like again I said, I'll leave all the links below to where you can check it out. But I always love fun finds, and I just wanted to share it with you. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you're new and want to see more, hit that subscribe button. I hope you have the lovely rest of the day. Thank you so much for stopping by. And at the end here, there's another Try It Out Tuesday if you want to check out. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.